Hello, my name is Leroy Blevins. Welcome to Mysteries and Histories. In this episode here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give more information out on Lee Harvey Oswald and, point out some facts and stuff about him because, ever since I pinpointed the two shots that Oswald took that day and said he was in on assassination no matter what, people comes down on me because they're looking at Oswald as a patsy and everything else. Okay. But, like I said, a lot of people's basing their decisions on what's told to them. Okay, which information that I'm about to give out, a lot of people don't even talk about, or some people knows about it, but some people don't. Okay, when I also point out in my videos that Lee Harvey Oswald said he was a patsy, and I said, well, this is true to a certain extent. He was a patsy to a point, and here's the reason why I say this. And here's some more information. Now, everybody knows that Lee Harvey Oswald defected into Russia. Okay. Well, here's how it unfolds, and here's the reason why. Because a lot of people asked even, well, excuse me, what was Oswald's motive to shoot JFK? What was his motive to assassinate JFK? Well, one, the planning of the assassination was not actually planned for JFK. It wasn't. It wasn't. JFK was not supposed to be assassinated. Oswald wanted to assassinate John Connally, Governor John Connally. Now, his motive to reason why he wanted to assassinate Governor Connally was, okay, in 1961, when JFK took over presidency and Lyndon B. Johnson was vice president, Lyndon B. Johnson told JFK about Governor Connally, which is John Connally at the time, and JFK appointed John Connally the United States Secretary of the Navy, okay, which oversees the Navy and oversees the Marine Corps. All right. Now, John Connally hold that position from January 25th, 1961 to December 20th of 1961. Well, within his time of service during that time, he came across the papers of Lee Harvey Oswald. And what he did was he reversed the decision on Oswald's discharge papers. Because when Oswald was discharged from the United States Marine Corps, he was discharged as honorable discharge. But with him defecting into Russia, John Connally reversed the decision and gave him a dishonorable discharge. This what got Oswald upset. Okay. Now a lot of people says, well, wouldn't that be because right there is the motive for it. All right. So he was actually trying to plan on assassinate Governor Connally that day, not JFK. However, with Oswald, and this is when he was in the Marine Corps, in 1956, December 1956, Oswald scored a 212, which was slightly above requirements for a sharpshooter. Then in May of 1959, he scored again, but it was at a lower score, which is 191, which reduced his ratings from a sharpshooter to a marksman. Okay, so basically Oswald didn't know how to shoot that well. So when I was sitting there looking at, for years now, when I was looking at the shots that Oswald took from the sixth floor window, he was aiming for Governor Connally. But with Oswald being I shouldn't say that, a poor marksmanship, which he couldn't shoot that well, okay, he accidentally shot JFK. Because if you notice where he shot JFK was on the right side here, which he was aiming because Governor Connally, remember, Governor Connally's right in front of JFK, but JFK was also up higher. So he's aiming for Governor Connally, but his bullets are striking JFK as he's taking his shots from this location. So this is the reason why Governor Connally was not hit by Oswald, but JFK was, because he did not know how to shoot. Okay, now, the reason why JFK was assassinated during that time is because Oswald didn't know it. This is where that patsy comes into play. Because remember, when people sit there talks about the backyard image, okay, this backyard image, he said, you know, everybody's sitting there saying it's altered, it's not Oswald and stuff. Oswald did develop these images, as I point out in my research, and he's also, as you see right here on the back of this one, here's the front part of the image, here's the back part of the image. Oswald's handwriting, he wrote to his friend George, and he signed it, you know, on the back of this image here, on the back of this image here, okay. Oswald, this was given to George on May of 1963. May 1963. Do you see what I'm saying? That's when Oswald gave that picture to George. Now, whoever Oswald was talking to behind the scenes now, whoever Oswald was talking to behind the scenes, they took it upon themselves because remember, they look at it this way. Well, let's look at Oswald. He took trying to assassinate Major General Walker. He failed. Now he wants to tell us that he's going to assassinate Governor Connally for giving him discharge papers, a dishonorable discharge. So whoever was behind the scene took advantage of this. And they said, well, why don't we go ahead and assassinate JFK and we can put all the blame on Oswald at that time. This would explain why two different gunmen from two different locations, because remember this. Okay, let me bring this one up. Let's see. Let's bring this one up, and then we're going to bring this one up here too at the same time. Okay, let's bring both of these up. This would explain why Governor Connally was shot twice. And this is the reason why I said that Governor Connally was supposed to have been assassinated as well. You have a gunman on the second floor of the county record building. His first shot strikes JFK. His second shot strikes Governor Connally, and then he stops taking shots. Okay, the gunman inside is shelter number 3. He takes the fatal headshot to JFK. That should have been the end of it, but it wasn't. The second gunman comes around and takes his shot to Governor Connally. So you have two different gunmen in two different locations shooting Governor Connally. Okay, then you have because like I said, the gunman is on the second floor of County Records building. He knew his first shot struck JFK in the back of the head. Why would he take a second shot? Because he knew. Because he had to shoot Governor Connally as well. Same thing as the two gunmen inside of shelter number 3. One of them was to assassinate JFK. The other one was supposed to wound Governor Connally. So when Oswald comes out and says, hey, I was trying to assassinate if it ever came down to it, I was trying to assassinate John Connally. I wasn't trying to assassinate JFK. Okay, that's the way it would have worked it if Oswald would have lived. But he didn't. He was assassinated by Jack Ruby. The people that Oswald was talking to behind the scenes was the ones that carried out the assassination. This is why Oswald and said he was a patsy. He was set up. He knew he was set up by the people because he was telling them, I'm going to prove to you, I'm going to shoot Governor Connally. Okay, I'm going to shoot Governor Connally. And the people that behind the scenes he was talking to says, well, we're going to do this the same way. Check out the locations, though. You see what I'm saying? They're close to the Texas School Book Depository. Okay, we have a gunman up here just firing distraction shots. We have a gunman over here that took a shot to JFK and Governor Connally. We have two gunmen inside shelter number 3 took a shot to JFK and Governor Connally. Okay, then he starts taking distraction shots. Well, they're dressed as police officers. They're dressed up as tramps. You see what I'm saying? This is why Oswald got nervous, because if you look at that long pause between the two shots, he took the first shot. He was trying to aim for Governor Connally, but it actually ends up striking JFK in the back and bullet exits his throat, striking the chrome in the windshield. All right, that was his first shot. Soon as after he took his shot, the gunman on the second floor of County Records building took his shot. Then he took another shot. This is what Oswald started freaking out. It's like, wait a minute, because if you stand at the Texas School Book Depository, if you stand in the sniper's nest, okay, I want to play this one up right here. You stand at the sniper's nest, and my friend Tony would know this because we was both there. We was looking at it. You can look directly and you can see the second floor of the County Records building when them shots were being fired from. You can look directly up to the rooftop of the county records building. You can see the other gunman taking a shot because it's like it's so close. When you're standing aside of the sniper's nest and you're looking out that second floor window, when you're looking down this way and you're looking down the second floor window of the county records building, it's like it's right there. The rooftop is like you just got to look up and you see it's right there. And you look down, you can see the shelter right there. Shelter number 3 is just right there. It's all in Oswald's view. This is why he got nervous. He took his first shot, he missed. And he started hearing the other shots going in. He starts looking around, he sees them down there, and he sees shots come from up there. He's looking at it. So he's starting to get upset. So he goes ahead and takes another aim. When he takes another aim, he shoots again, but it actually, again, missed Governor Connally and strikes JFK in the back of the head and went through the opening and struck the inside the chrome of the windshield. Not the chrome, but the windshield itself. Okay. That's why there was a long pause. There was like almost 7 seconds in between his two shots. There was 6 point something seconds in between his two shots. You know, he started flipping out. This is why when he was on the second floor of the lunchroom after the assassination was over with, you know, he's paranoid. He's trying, you know, he knows they're after him. He knows it's set up because you got somebody down here telling them, hey, go up here. These people, these assassins knew that they had to have somebody to point everybody's direction into the 6th floor of the Texas School Book Depository. They knew this. So they had to have somebody down here in the corner to have everybody distracted up there because they knew Oswald was going to say, well, I bought a rifle and a car counter rifle and a car counter rifle, which I'm going to use as a decoy. Okay, they knew this. They knew what Oswald was trying to do. So Oswald really was set up by the people that was behind him. Okay, they figured, well, this is an opportunity that we could go ahead and take out JFK. This is why 2 different snipers from 2 different locations took shots at Governor Connally, because it was Oswald wanted to assassinate Governor Connally. JFK wasn't supposed to be assassinated that day, just Governor Connally to Oswald. But with Oswald being not too great of a shot, he ends up striking JFK both times. But he got excuse me. The congestion's real bad from this, allergies up and down. But anyway, Governor Connally was supposed to be assassinated by Oswald, but the people that he was talking to, like I said, behind the scenes, took it upon themselves to assassinate JFK. This is why the 2 shots to Governor Connally, and why Oswald started acting paranoid and everything else, because now you got somebody down here directing everybody to the Texas School Book Depository, and he knows that because all the police officers and stuff is rushing there. So he takes off and leaves. But he don't take the bus and just takes it gradually, because you could tell by his reactions of how he gets on the bus, gets off the bus, goes over and gets a taxi, has a taxi cab driver drop him off, walks a certain distance, goes in there, changes clothes, wash up, grab a revolver because now he's getting paranoid, and then he leaves, and then an officer stops him, and then he shoots him, and then he takes off, and he's ducking behind things and stuff like that. So when cops are going by, he's ducking in the shops and everything else, and he goes into the movie theater because he's trying to figure out what he should do next. Excuse me, I gotta take a drink. He's trying to figure out what he should do next because he knew he was set up, because he was planning on assassinating Governor Connally, but then JFK was assassinated as well. Okay, so the original plan for Oswald, and the original plan was Governor Connally to be assassinated, not JFK. It's just the people that Oswald talked to behind the scenes took it upon themselves to assassinate JFK. Because if you see right here, we got the 6th floor Texas School Book Depository, you got the 2nd floor right here, rooftop here, and shelter here. When you look at this, you have Oswald's view, okay? You got the 2nd floor gunman's view. He can keep an eye on Oswald and 2 gunmen inside of shelter number 3. You got the gunman on rooftop at County Records Building. Keep an eye on Oswald and the gunman inside of shelter number 3. Now you have the gunman inside of shelter number 3. Keep their eyes on Oswald, gunman on rooftop at County Records Building, gunman on the 2nd floor of the County Records Building, and the babushka lady, which turned on the light, and the other guy that's pointed everybody up to the 6th floor of the Texas School Book Depository. Same thing as the babushka lady. Babushka lady's got everybody in her sights. And Oswald had everybody in his sights. This is why he started getting paranoid, because the gunman on the 2nd floor was right here. See how that angle is? He's just not even that far from them. Okay. And you look right down and just look right, it's like it's right in front of your face right here. Okay. Because like when I said, when you look at the, when you're up our, on the sixth floor technical book depository, it looks like everything's very close. Because let me show you something here. Here is a sniper's nest. You know this is on the sixth floor. But as you notice, when you look at the window here, you can see the top of the vehicle right here. As you see right here where my cursor is up here. I'm down here. Right here, you can see the top vehicle. Looks like it's just right underneath the windowsill, but it's not. It's down on the street. But that's how everything looks so compact inside of Dealey Plaza. Like I said, when you look at an image like this, you're like, there's big gaps in between these buildings. There's a lot of room there. There's a lot of space there. But when you're there and realistic, okay, and you're there, excuse me, you're like, oh man, this thing is really compact. It's really small. It's like, it's everything's confined. Okay. It's really not that big as people claims it to be. But like I said, this is the reason why Oswald wanted to assassinate that day was Governor Connally. It was not JFK. The people that Oswald was talking to behind the scenes was the ones that wanted to assassinate JFK. So they figure they'll assassinate JFK, blame it all on Oswald. Okay, so when Oswald comes along and says, hey, no, I was trying to assassinate Governor Connally because he gave me dishonorable discharge. He reversed my discharge papers and stuff. That's the reason why I wanted to assassinate him. I didn't want to assassinate JFK. But they figure, well, with him taking the shots, JFK should probably been wounded and Governor Connally should have been fatally. But they're going to say, well, when you look at it this way, you can understand it this way because JFK was in front, basically from his view, would be in front of JFK. Okay, JFK would have been in front of Governor Connally from his view. All right, so they figure, well, they're going to take care of two birds with one stone. Blame Oswald because he wants to assassinate Governor Connally, but we'll take out Kennedy at the same time. So like I said, I'm giving a little bit more information out here. Okay, there's going to be a lot more information I'm going to cover in the documentary and stuff. I just want to give a little bit more of this information out to show people, because people's been asking me about why do you say Oswald's a patsy on one hand, but he's not a patsy, Okay, here's the reason why. Because he was there to assassinate, but he wasn't there to assassinate JFK. He was there to assassinate Governor Connally. And the reason why is because he reversed the decision on honorable discharge or dishonorable discharge. JFK, whoever Oswald was talking to behind the scenes, was the ones that assassinated JFK. Okay, so Oswald would have known who they were, who he talked to about this plan, but they knew he messed up when he tried to assassinate General Walker, and they knew he failed. So this is the reason why everything was changed. But Oswald didn't know the other assassins were going to be there. He just thought he was going to take the shots to Governor Connally, take off out of there. And when they're looking for A. Hidell, while they're out looking for A. Hidell, Oswald got away with it scot-free. But he didn't, as everybody knows, as history shows us today. I just want to make this video here, get a little bit more of this information now. In the description down below, you find a site where you can order my book, Evidence of Conspiracy, the only book you need in JFK assassination. Don't forget that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to tell your friends about us. Share this information, other information from other videos on your social medias and stuff, so other people may know this information. Thank you, and y'all have a pleasant, pleasant day.